Are you not able to convince the employer through your resume? You feel you have all the skills, you have the right experience, you should get this job, but you feel your resume is lacking, your resume is not able to present all you have in front of the employer and convince the employer. If that's the case, watch this video till the end, because I'll cover how to write your resume so that you can convince the employer. All right, so let's start. If you are watching this video, this is a part of 5-day resume challenge, and this is day 3. See, we have already covered how to make your resume a magnet, how to make your resume pass through the ATS, and today we'll cover how to convince the employers. If you haven't watched the previous 2 videos, make sure you watch them. You will find the links below. First, make sure you watch them, implement the learnings in your resume, because I have shown you many strategies. Make sure you spend enough time on those videos first and then come to this video again, because in this video I'm taking you to the next stage, day 3. Right now, if you have done this already, now let's start day 3, how to convince the employer. We'll understand how to write your resume well. See, you may use any format, all right? It's not that important, but of course, through ATS, certain formats pass through easily. So you can check the description below. I've given a downloadable link. You will get my formats, right? Okay, so the formats which I recommend. Now you will say, oh, I know, I mean, this like just have to write something at the top, something in the experience section, something in education section. You must have done resumes many times, right? So of course, but do you change your resume for every job description? You will say, what? If I apply to 100 jobs, should I make 100 resumes? Not exactly. But if you are applying for different types of jobs, you should change your resume for every type of job. See, a generic resume says that, look, I am this professional, I can do this. Now you figure out whether I am helpful for you. You figure out whether I can get selected. But a specific resume, a customized resume says, you have put this job description. You said you want this, this, this. This is my resume. I can show you, or I can offer this, this, this. If you remember day 1, what you have to give, you should write that. And a customized resume says, look how your job description and what I have is matching. That's why your resume should be customized for that job description, for that company, and then only you'll be able to convince the employer. Now today we'll see how to do that. We have already seen how to find keywords. So I hope you have already found the keywords. So I'll not repeat that, but I'll show you how to use those keywords in skills section, experience section, and education section. We'll cover summary in the next video. Okay, now let's jump right in. First is skills section. See, skills, you got to identify the skills which are repeated in the job description and match with the skills you already have. Okay, skills are of 2 types. So in that way, the skills section, you can bucket it into 2 types as well. Core skills means technical skills or domain skills, and functional skills, which are soft skills. See, domain skills means the domain skills which help you do that particular job, execute that particular task, do a particular thing. Functional skills are generally horizontal skills which need not be industry dependent. For example, communication, for example, project management, right? So you got to identify both types of skills from the job description, and you should know the skills you already possess, right? So in skills sections, identify Skills section is the most important thing for ATS and also for a human recruiter because they have already identified the skills they are looking for. If you say, I already have those skills, and then explain that in the experience section, how you have used, showcased, and demonstrated those skills in previous companies, that's where you convince the employer. Got the formula? Use keywords, identify your skills, and put them in two buckets in experience section. If you are from IT coding background, you can even say tech stack, right? Technology stack, and you can put all those keywords there or skills there. Now let's see how to write experience section. According to me, your experience section is the most important because this is where you can clearly demonstrate what you have to offer. Let me repeat. You have to demonstrate, as we have seen in the day one video, you have to demonstrate what you have to offer, and your experience section serves as proof that you have already done that similar thing, you have already demonstrated, you have already given results similarly in the previous companies you have worked for. Correct? So according to me, experience section is the most important thing. And if your resume passes through the ATS, your skills are good, your summary catches their attention, your experience section should convince them. Okay. Now here, if you're a student, you're just starting out, it's your first job, or you hardly have any jobs done, what you do is that you put your internships, your projects near the top. Don't say it's experience, but don't say it's professional experience, or you can put internships in professional experience, but make sure you put them at the top and you write them in a similar way I will be showing you now. Now let's go deep in experience section. First part is if you have been working for more than 15 years, make sure you write experience section for last 15 years in detail. Let's say you work for 3 companies in last 15 years. You write for those 3 companies. And the previous companies, you can write in one line that I worked as this in this company. I worked as ABC in PQM company, and you can put years, right? So don't write your entire career history if you are in profession for more than 15 years. Employer is clearly looking for your last few years of work as an example or as a demonstration for your future work. Make sure you write 3-4 bullet points for every job. If you have done only one job or only one company, you can have more bullet points, but not more than that. And you will see how to do that in my template. And you, of course, I need not repeat, you have to use keywords. Now let's see how to write. I'll give you a formula. Formula is forward, results, and detail. For every bullet point, you will write that bullet point as this: forward, results, and detail. If you don't know what are those power words, they are generally verbs. And I have another YouTube video already made for power words where I've given list of 100 power words with examples. Right? So if you don't know power words or you don't know enough of them for your jobs, make sure you watch that video after this. I'll show you several examples for this. Delivered is a power word. Results is 150% growth in sales in North region. And then details are North region through strategic partnership. Right? If you're like a web developer or you want to show your project as web development project, you can say designed is a power word. Means ho gaya, delivered, right? Design is a results oriented word. A website, which is the result, that served as a notice board for our college placements. The details. Coordinated, a cross-functional team to decide on the next year's budget. Steered, don't say managed, don't say worked on, don't say was responsible for. Those are weak words and everybody uses them. And they are weak because they don't mean anything. You said you have worked on. Means what? Okay, it was your job, so obviously you worked on that. But did you produce any output? Did you give results? What was the impact? What did company get out of it? Remember, you have to show what you gave to the previous company. That's why you have to write the experience section this way. You got to use a lot of power words and you got to use results, if possible, even with numbers. You can use brands, you can use important details, or if you have worked in next generation technology, those technology keywords also you can put in details. Now the last example is steered the marketing team towards completion of the marketing campaign. Here you can even put details of that marketing campaign. Got it? So this is the way you write experience section, and this should convince the employer, right? Now below we have more sections. They are not that important, but if employer is now convinced, the employer still is trying to feel that you are, complete in that way, right? So they will read education and miss other sections. In education, if you are more than 10 years experience, education section is not that important. So just write your top two education things, let's say masters or bachelors, your top two. All right, just write that, the details, or what was the name or the degree. Just write which university or college and the year. That's it. If you top the college and you are below 5 years experience, you can write more, or you can write few more details, that you were in university rank, or you took this as your elective, or your project was this. You can write few more details in education section, but not more. I feel your experience section should convince the employer. If you're a fresher or you're just 1 year experience, you can write more details in education section, but make sure you write more details in internships and projects section at the top. Don't leave it in the education section. Now the next is miscellaneous information, which you will put in the last part of the resume. Make sure you are part of, let's say, memberships, professional memberships, you can write them. Relevant projects you have done in the previous companies or in college, you can mention that again in one line. Again, you can use similar format of power word, results and detail. Conferences you attended, or you presented in those conferences, or you manage, you volunteered in those conferences, in or you were chairing a committee, or you were in a panel, you write that. Or you won any awards, an industry award or a company level award, you do mention. You have presented papers, or you have written white papers, or you have written a case study which appears on your company's website, whatever, write that. Reports, do write those. Okay, so here we are. This is the way you write your skills, experience, education, and miscellaneous information section. Make sure you spend a lot of time on this. Make sure you use the job description as the end, and you write matching with that job description. Remember, your resume should match, should be customized for the job description, with the keywords, power words, details, brand names, results, percentage numbers, right? So I've given you the formula, I've given you the language, the words you should use in the resume. Okay, now lot to do. Make sure you can watch this video again. If I went through this video fast, you watch this video again, take notes, and then immediately implement on your resume. All right, so here we are on day 3, and then I'll see you on day 4. Bye bye.